Hi, I'm Dylan Ashcraft, and I'm doing this video to make aware vocal abuse and professional speakers. Um, I'm doing this to make it more aware to the general public via social networking and viral video. I'm not off to a good start. It's not very funny. Key to being a viral video. So, to start it out, I bet you're wondering why communication matters. Or maybe you're not, and I just asked myself a question. Well, if you are wondering, communication matters because it's our everyday life. We spend it communicating with one another. Without it, life would be monotonous and dull. There would be no talking to anybody, eye contact is communication. We couldn't look at anybody else. What would be the meaning of life if you can't bond with one another via communication? And communication is tough to do when you're dealing with vocal abuse. And that's my cause, is vocal abuse. You should care about vocal abuse because if it's something you're dealing with, it makes communication extremely difficult. And if when your communication is difficult, it's like what we said, you can't be an effective communicator. So basically, what it is, vocal abuse it's caused by the overuse of speaking or singing, using your voice too much for a given period of time. My throat would probably be pretty sore after this video. But anyways, what it is overuse of your speaking and your singing voice, and it won't go away unless you stop talking and let your voice rest. Some suggestions if you're dealing with such troubles. I use this textbook. I don't know if you can see it. It's a good one. No one likes textbooks, but it's it's got a lot of useful information. Well, according to Owens, Metz, and Haas, on page 265, they gave a table of how to have good vocal hygiene, which will help your voice from being abused. On the list, it says, drink plenty of fluids, especially water. Duh. Limit the intake of caffeine. Limit the intake of alcoholic beverages, like beer. Avoid your intake of tobacco products. And caffeine is a tough one. Can't have caffeine. Coffee lovers like me, tobacco lovers like me, beer lovers like me. It's tough to stay away from stuff like that, but it's a part of life. More examples are avoid screaming and yelling. Speak at a comfortable level, and don't push your voice, which is tough to do when you're singing. Say it ain't so! That was really bad, but that was an example of stressing your voice. If you're a musician, you want to find your key, because that was way out of my key, and I was stressing and I was yelling. Avoid loud, dry, and smoky environments. Don't use unnatural voices, like cartoon voices. Like for me, I like to talk like a big tough guy. Bad to do. Don't do it. But the biggest thing is to practice vocal rest and to just not talk for an extended period of time. Okay, it's just awkward in the video. But don't, if you're a chatterbox, sorry, you might get a sore voice once in a while. To combat that, you just need to zip it. Alright, where am I at here? Oh, resources. If you're dealing with such troubles, things you can go to is, like I referenced before, this textbook is all about communication disorders. It's written by Robert Owens, Dale Evan Metz, and Adelaide Haas. This is the 3rd edition. You can get a newer one, you can get an older one. Check Amazon. but also there are professionals in the area that you can go to that are a big help. Some examples are Laura Jean Felticke, she's an audiologist, vocal therapy, and even our very own Lynette Carlson. She could probably help you and give suggestions. But there's a common disorder department up on UMD where our class is, and they're full of professionals. So if you're dealing with this sort of thing, hit it up, because we don't want to be like Adele. It's a good example. She had to cancel her 2011 tour just this last year because she had a vocal cord hemorrhage, which probably, you know, she's a pop star, she's a rock star, probably drinking a lot of that, let's be honest. She's famous, she's got money, doing a little partying, and it wears on a voice. So she's a good example. No one wants to deal with that. She had to have surgery, super stressful, costs a lot of money. So don't abuse your vocal cords, you know, let yourself rest. Thanks for listening.